In the heart of the mist-covered moors, where the shadows danced with malevolent glee, stood the imposing edifice known as Ravenhurst Manor. The locals whispered tales of horror that clung to its weathered stones like ivy. They spoke of the dark secrets that lurked within its walls, of restless spirits doomed to wander its endless corridors. Few dared to venture near, and those who did often returned with wild eyes and trembling lips, their minds forever scared by what they had witnessed. One storm-laden night, a group of curious souls, drawn by the allure of the macabre, decided to brave the forbidding manor. Among them was Emily, a skeptic who scoffed at the notion of ghosts and ghouls. There was also Mark, a thrill-seeker with nerves of steel, and Sarah, a timid soul who clutched her rosary tight, seeking solace in its familiar weight. As they approached Ravenhurst Manor, the air grew thick with an oppressive chill, and the wind whispered mournful dirges through the skeletal branches of the surrounding forest. Lightning split the sky, illuminating the decrepit mansion in an eerie glow. With a mixture of trepidation and excitement, the trio crossed the threshold into the realm of darkness. The interior of Ravenhurst Manor was a labyrinth of twisted corridors and shadowy alcoves, each seemingly more foreboding than the last. The air was thick with the scent of decay, and the faint echoes of distant whispers seemed to follow them wherever they went. Undeterred by the ominous atmosphere, Mark led the way, his flashlight cutting through the darkness like a beacon of hope. Emily followed close behind, her skepticism slowly giving way to a gnawing sense of unease. Sarah clung to her rosary, muttering prayers under her breath as they ventured deeper into the heart of the manor. As they explored the labyrinthine halls, they stumbled upon a grand ballroom frozen in time. The once opulent furnishings were now shrouded in cobwebs, and the faded wallpaper bore witness to years of neglect. In the center of the room stood a grand piano, its keys coated in dust. With a mischievous grin, Mark approached the instrument and pressed a key experimentally. To their horror, the piano responded with a haunting melody that seemed to emanate from the very depths of the earth. The sound sent shivers down their spines, and Emily felt a cold hand grip her heart in a vice-like grip. As quickly as it had begun, the melody faded into the ether, leaving nothing but an oppressive silence in its wake. Unable to shake the feeling of dread that had settled over them, the trio pressed on, determined to unravel the mysteries of Ravenhurst Manor. They ventured deeper into the darkness, guided only by the dim glow of Mark's flashlight and the distant echoes of their own footsteps. As they wandered through the labyrinth of corridors, they stumbled upon a series of decrepit cells hidden away in the bowels of the manor. The air grew thick with the stench of decay, and the walls seemed to pulse with a malevolent energy. Within the cells, they discovered the remains of long-forgotten prisoners, their tortured souls forever trapped within the confines of their earthly prison. Sarah recoiled in horror, her hands shaking uncontrollably as she clutched her rosary tight. Emily felt a surge of pity for the lost souls who had met their end within these cursed walls, while Mark's eyes gleamed with a morbid fascination. Driven by an insatiable curiosity, they continued their descent into the depths of madness, each step bringing them closer to the heart of the darkness that lurked within Ravenhurst Manor. As they ventured further into the bowels of the manor, they stumbled upon a hidden chamber concealed behind a crumbling wall. Within the chamber, they discovered a collection of arcane artifacts, each more sinister than the last. Strange symbols adorned the walls, and the air was heavy with the scent of ancient magic. Among the artifacts, they found a weathered tome bound in cracked leather. Its pages were filled with incomprehensible runes, each pulsating with a malevolent energy. With trembling hands, Emily flipped through the pages, her eyes widening in horror as she deciphered the dark incantations contained within. Realization dawned upon her, sending a chill down her spine. Ravenhurst Manor was no ordinary haunted house. It was a gateway to the realm of the damned, a prison for the souls of the departed. Before they could comprehend the full extent of their discovery, a deafening roar echoed through the chamber, sending them scrambling for cover. From the shadows emerged a towering figure clad in tattered robes, its eyes burning with an otherworldly fire. With a voice like thunder, the figure spoke, its words reverberating through the chamber like a death knell. It was the guardian of Ravenhurst Manor, a being of unfathomable power tasked with safeguarding its dark secrets for all eternity. With a wave of its hand, the guardians summoned forth a horde of spectral apparitions, their wails filling the chamber with an unholy cacophony. Emily, Mark, and Sarah fought valiantly against the encroaching darkness, but their efforts were in vain. With a final desperate plea, Emily reached for the tome, its pages glowing with an ethereal light. With a whispered incantation, she unleashed a surge of magic that engulfed the chamber in a blinding flash of light. When the light faded, the trio found themselves standing outside Ravenhurst Manor, the storm clouds parting to reveal the pale light of the moon overhead. The manor stood silent and foreboding, its secrets once again hidden from prying eyes. As they made their way back to civilization, the events of that fateful night weighed heavily on their minds. Though they had escaped the clutches of Ravenhurst Manor, they knew that its dark secrets would haunt them for the rest of their days. So, the tale of Ravenhurst Manor faded into obscurity, a whispered legend passed down through the ages. But for those who dared to venture near its crumbling walls, the echoes of the haunted manor would forever linger in the depths of their souls, a chilling reminder of the darkness that lurks within us all.